Good day, all. Welcome to Al Crazy About Moto. And as we're putting it together, this HL 500 bike, which is going to need a brake light, is what we're going to highlight today. Some of the things that you don't normally see or think about when you're putting a bike together. For instance, the whole front end on this bike is a 93 YZ250. Now, obviously, we're going to have other stuff, but simple stuff like the brakes. When you're running brakes, you need to think we're going to have a brake light, right? So having a brake light, you have to figure out how to get the light to actuate, whether it's front or rear brake. So we have one of our sensors right here. It's a pressure sensor, right? So this pressure sensor, like most bikes, runs off brake fluid, and it's a banjo type fitting. So if you look at, this is a 93 factory front brake master. It fits straight in, so there's no place to fit a switch. There are other ways that from older bikes that you can run, but if you want to make it modern, you have to be able to use a banjo type fitting. Now, the one thing, I have a YZ250, a 98 YZ250 here, and it uses this front brake. So I looked at it and I'm like, well, I think we can update it, so to speak. We can run a banjo fitting on this. So now we're going to run the banjo fitting on this, and we'll obviously have to run a new brake line. But these are a couple of the small things you don't think about. Now, this switch fits most Japanese bikes. Europeans run it different. They both run 10 millimeter. I believe this is a 10-1.5 or no, 10-1.25, and a Europeans run the 150. I can't remember now, but both these can run. Here's the rear assembly, and this is actually off of an 88, but we use the banjo fitting here, and it spins on, so we can put the line here with the banjo fitting on the end with the banjo bolt holding it down. The fluid pressure when you hit the brake will send the signal to your sensor here, and that will activate your brakes. So it's just a few things that you have to look at and figure out when you're building a bike from the ground up. Takes a little bit more work than just taking a bike apart, making it look pretty, rebuild things, and getting it back together. I hope this was of help for those of you who are planning dual purpose bikes, or maybe building your own adventure bike. But just a little bit of background and things that you have to think forward with when you're building the bikes. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching Al Crazy About Moto.